Hello everyone, welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. I'm your host, Chris Williams, and in today's Cryptid Corner mini-episode, today we're going to be looking at, alien portals and alien implants. Both articles are very intriguing, folks, and we'll start off with this article, Possible Metal Implant, Hospital Ignored Findings, in which this man basically, and his family request information on the fact that they found an implant in him, and no one will give them any real answers to it. So, let's get into this article now, and then we'll look at a story and video involving an alien portal. So, let's get into this article now. We really don't know what to think about this or the UFO issue. We just want to know what this thing is and if you can provide any information on these implants. That was, the brief excerpt from the article, folks, and as I can tell you, no one is telling this family anything. Let's hear their full account now. Hello, sir. I am contacting you because of an unidentifiable metal implant found in the cheek of a family member. This was found by Parkland Hospital in Dallas, Texas, via X-ray and MRI. This thing, whatever it is, was not something that we were ever previously told about, nor was it anything associated with why he was receiving care at Parkland. They noted it several times and did not make any conclusions. Parkland made no mention of this thing to us or him. I discovered the reports of the implanted object after getting his medical files from Parkland for a private physician. The reports simply state there is a metallic foreign body present in the right cheek. Oddly, the VA hospital in Dallas made no note whatsoever of the object in their MRI or X-ray reports, yet there are numerous reports in the Parkland files. There is no wound accompanying the metal object. Our relative could not feel it and did not know it was there. So you can see, folks, the physicians and doctors the patient was seeing didn't tell him that he had this implant in him or how it even got there. So it makes me think that more is going on here after we read the full story. So let's get back to it now. This was discovered in May 2012 after he fell at home and the EMTs took him to Parkland where extensive testing was done. Then approximately 4 days later, he was transferred by ambulance to a VA hospital in Dallas. He is retired now, and over the years, I have wondered many times if the military implanted something in his body. No, he never was in battle or explosions, but his job in the military was top secret. I do know families of military guys who have said civilian hospitals found strange metal implants in such places as the mastoid area of their loved ones. We really don't know what to think about this or the UFO issues. We just want to know what this thing is and if you can provide any information on these implants. At this time, we have no idea if it should be included in any surgical removal plan or not. He is old and physically frail now, but his mind is clear as a bell. And of course, we are wondering if the thing showed up in the films years ago. And nobody said anything. I like to pull all those records, all of the other metallic items noted on the films, such as clamps and wires from heart surgery, were correctly and rarely identified, not the thing in his cheek. Please contact me if you have any info. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you, L. Now, the fact that this guy who shared this story with us, his family member, worked for the government makes me think that this was some sort of implant put in him, maybe to monitor him, because indeed he was basically overseen, or basically he was in areas of top secret importance. So maybe it had something to do with the alien question. Now, everyone, the guy who had the implant in his cheek, he doesn't sound like he knows anything about aliens or revealed anything to his family about them. But remember, if he's under some sort of non-disclosure agreement, then he can't reveal any of this information because the government basically, trusted him to do so. He could know more than he's letting on, but it sounds like he really doesn't know that he had this implant in him. So it makes me think that maybe the government itself didn't fully trust this man, and maybe others as well, if people are finding these implants in them. Now, was it because they were abducted by aliens, or was it the government? We don't know. But let's read the next article, folks, which is another story involving UFO mythology. So let's read this article, Cyanotron device that opens an interdimensional portal. And this article comes with a video, folks, and we'll read the article first because it's a truly fascinating video, and I want you all to see it, folks, because I have a few ideas about this as well. Either way, let's get into the article now. Okay, folks, what is your take on this? According to Coast, last night on the show, a paranormal investigator, Joshua P. Warren, described the development of a machine he calls the Cyanotron, a device intended to open an interdimensional portal. Inspired by historical references to liquid mercury in ancient cultures like the Mayans and speculative Nazi technology, Warren spent 20 years researching and experimenting with electromagnetic forces, Tesla coils, and counter-rotating cylinders. He purchased private land near Area 51 with the belief that the region has natural portal properties and built the Cyanotron there to make contact with entities or energies beyond our realm. On April 16, 2025, he activated the machine for the first time under carefully monitored conditions. Warren described the experience as both exhilarating and alarming. Almost immediately after activation, he and his team noticed unexplained lights in the sky, which they captured on video and heard what they believed were F-16 jets overhead despite no visible aircraft and the area being restricted airspace. Simultaneously, mysterious observers in an SUV parked nearby and remained throughout the night, raising suspicions of surveillance. The Cyanotron's operation appeared to be directly linked to the emergence of a growing, glowing tunnel-like light, reminiscent of near-death experience descriptions, which dimmed or intensified depending on the machine's power cycle. At one point, a Tesla coil violently malfunctioned, forcing Warren to shut the device down. In the days that followed, Warren claimed his computer was rendered unusable, suspected tampering, and reported increased filtering of his communications. He also spoke of a related device, the Entangler, designed to maintain a non-local connection with the portal site, through which he continues to receive what he believes is remote data while keeping the Cyanotron's full design secret for now. He hinted at building a more advanced version and continuing his experiments. Warren insisted he remains independent and self-funded and believes that what he has uncovered may be only the beginning of a broader scientific and metaphysical breakthrough. Now, folks, here are some photos of the Cyanotron and the experiment itself. Now, they're very interesting, folks. The Cyanotron looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, and the experiment itself, it really gives you the vibe that something was going on. But is it all just show? Is it fake or is it real? Let's take a look at the video itself now, folks, and then decide for ourselves afterwards if this is all real.
Start monitoring the skies.
Okay. I got it. I have it. It's gone. Whatever it is just disappeared. And we have an F-16 flying over.
Because when we were active earlier, that's when everything started to pull the energy.
There is an invisible light over it. Okay, here, look through this. It's connected to me, sort of, so look carefully. There's an invisible light next to that light. You can see two? Oh yeah, you can.
Oh wow.
Like, what's going on over there? Like, there was nothing over there during the day. When Josh turns on the portal machine, this red light turned on out in the distance, and red lights on this is not. This red light is not visible to the eye.
It seems to be having a. There's a rhythm to it.
Yeah.
Is it now that it's all none?
It's well. It seems to get brighter when the Cyanotron goes off. When
Is it off?
When
Check
it's
it now.
Coming and going.
Picked up.
Yeah.
Well, that was fascinating, folks, especially with the lights in the sky. Now, were they actually UFOs or were they F-16s? And was the government actually monitoring this experiment? I mean, it takes balls to set up your experiment, well, near Area 51, folks, and I have no doubt that these were government agents monitoring this, folks, if only for the fact that these people were so near Area 51 itself. But if we believe Warren here, that his, well, phones have been tapped and that people are basically messing with his computer, then maybe the government is indeed interested in his research. So, is it possible that this man has indeed created a portal device, folks, and the government is now monitoring him? It's a possibility, folks, but we need more evidence. Just because we have this fancy-looking sci-fi device in this picture doesn't mean it's real, but it also doesn't mean that this is all a hoax either, folks. Until further information comes out, I'm on the fence about this. I mean, the device itself from the video is very interesting, folks, but it looks like a typical Tesla coil effect rather than actually being any real evidence that this device can make portals. But either way, folks, it's still interesting. And like the last story, folks, it looks like the government, or at least maybe the spooks in the government, have something to do with it. Either way, very, very intriguing, and I eagerly wait more information on both stories. But folks, we're at the end, so please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You. Now remember, you can use the link down below in the descriptions of the chat to go subscribe to me. I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you all for joining me. I'll be back again tomorrow with another great video, so be sure to come back again then. Till next time, folks, I'll see you all again soon.